Hello friends, welcome to my channel Mathematical Thought, and now I will talk about a wrong method of proving 0 factorial is equal to 1. In this method, most of the people use gamma function, and I want to show that we cannot use gamma function in order to prove 0 factorial is equal to 1. And there are two good videos on YouTube, one from the number file channel and the other I think from black pen red pen. And the number file channel did not use gamma function to prove 0 factorial is equal to 1, but the second one uses gamma function in order to prove 0 factorial equal to 1. And there are many answers on Quora and other websites where people used this method, and there is a fault in the reasoning actually, due to which most of the people did not recognize. And let's look why we cannot use gamma function to prove 0 factorial equal to 1. So this is our gamma function, which is also known as generalized factorial function, and this is gamma of x equal to 0 to infinity e power minus t power x minus 1 dt. So if we put x is equal to 1 here, we will get 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. This term vanishes and we get only this integral, which is equal to 1. So we get gamma of 1 equal to 1. So in those proofs, if we integrate this thing by parts, then we get this formula: gamma of x is equal to x minus 1 factorial. And what did most of the people do? They substitute x is equal to 1 here, and if we put x is equal to 1 here, we will get 1 minus 1 equal to 0 factorial. And what is gamma of 1? And they said that gamma of 1 is equal to 1, and hence 0 factorial is equal to 1. But I think why we cannot use gamma function to prove 0 factorial is equal to 1, because we cannot substitute x is equal to 1 here. This formulation, gamma of x is equal to x minus 1 factorial, comes after integrating by parts. And if we integrate by parts this thing and then put gamma x is equal to 1, then let's see what we get. Because x is equal to 1, we already get gamma of 1 is equal to 1. And if we integrate by parts this integral by taking this function as our first function and this function as our second function, then we get minus t power x minus 1 e power minus t 0 to infinity plus x minus 1 integral e power minus t power x minus 2 dt. Now this becomes 0 and we get x minus 1 integral 0 to infinity e power minus t power x minus 2 dt. And if we continue to integrate by parts this thing, we will get x minus 1, x minus 2, x minus 3 up to so on, and at the end we will get x minus 1 factorial. Now this x minus 1 factorial comes after integrating by parts, and if we substitute x is equal to 1 here, then what will we get? 1 minus 1, which is equal to 0. Hence at x is equal to 1, we get gamma of 1 equal to 0. But initially we see that gamma of 1 is equal to 1 and now gamma of 1 is equal to 0. So this is a contradiction. If you put x is equal to 2 here, then inside integral what will we get? Here we will get 2 minus 2 equal to 0 and 2 minus 1 is equal to 1, and in other words we will get gamma of 2 is equal to 1, which is actually 2 minus 1 factorial. So if you integrate by parts this thing, the formula holds for the values of x greater than 1, not for equal to 1, because at x is equal to 1, if you use the formula, it will give you straightforward gamma of 1 is equal to 0. So I hope you will get the point here. If you look at Wikipedia, it says that we get gamma of x is equal to x minus 1 factorial, and also it states that gamma of 1 is equal to 1. In other words, gamma of 1 is equal to 1, and for other positive integers x is equal to 2, 3, 4, 5 up to so on, we have this formula. So I think putting x is equal to 1 here in this formula is not right, and we cannot hence prove 0 factorial is equal to 1 by using this formula or by using our gamma function. So after looking the materials on the internet, I think I should make a video on this. So if you think that you can use gamma function to prove this thing 0 factorial equal to 1, then comment your argument.